All right, folks. Here we are for another episode of A Better Sit Down with your guy, your inside guy from NY, God Anthony, bringing you all the hottest picks I can possibly give you. And at this point, I don't know how many more I can give you. I'm 7-0 against the spread in the past 2 weeks. I am on fire. All right. If I was an expert with CGI graphics, I'd light myself up like firemen right now from the Fantastic Four. Johnny Blaze? I don't know. Whoever. You know what I'm talking about. It doesn't surprise me that I'm doing this well. I typically do heat up on picking plays like this, and it's, why I do a show about it. But 7-0, that's pretty special. So I'm looking to keep this thing going for y'all. Continue to make hot picks. And just to make sure that I'm giving you all the best that I can give you, and to give myself a little bit of a heat check, I am going to deliver 5 picks for you today against the spread. Let's get to it. Let's go. Let's go. All right. So let's go ahead and kick this show off. And I just want to let you know the picks that I have this week. I like them all. It's tough for me to really organize them and rank them for you. So I'm just going to kind of spit them out for you, starting with the Kansas City Chiefs. All right. They're laying 3, heading to New Orleans. And, going on the road and laying points is always something you kind of want to be cautious about doing as you're picking games. But you got to find the right matchups, find your spots. And here, I think we found one. Look, Kansas City, it looks like McCole Hardeman is getting faster just hanging out with Tyreek. Then you got Travis Kelce out there. You got Patrick Mahomes, Le'Veon Bell. You got Clyde Edwards, the fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Look, and they're going on turf. Those guys are going to score a lot of points. And when you look on the other side of the ball, yeah, Saints have a great defense, but I don't trust Taysom Hill. I really don't believe he's a refined or developed NFL quarterback. And running the ball can only get you so far. Sure, he can rush for a touchdown or 2. I think that's what he'll do. But you generally need to be able to throw the ball down the field, middle of the field, make some outs with accuracy. And I haven't seen that from him yet, including that lackluster performance last week. I actually thought he should have been pulled at halftime for Jameis Winston. I'm a little concerned that might happen this week. And if that does, it could be a little bit of a problem because I think James is a better quarterback, definitely a better fit for that offense. But for right now, they look like they're going with Hill, and I love the Chiefs laying 3. Guys, lock it in right now before that line moves, and it definitely will be moving soon. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look down in Miami with the Dolphins, who came off a tough loss against the Chiefs last week. They played really well. They were competing with the Chiefs, and overall, this Miami team has just been playing pretty strong for the entire season. Their special teams is outstanding. Their kicker Sanders has done really well. They've got 2 good quarterbacks, which is a little bit pretty good insurance in case one of them sustains a sudden injury. Obviously, Tua is the go-to right now, and he's playing very well for a rookie. We do know Bill Belichick's track record with rookies is quite strong. He tends to figure them out, make things difficult for them. And that's, I suspect, what will happen this Sunday as both of these teams are trying to vie for a playoff spot, competing to stay in the race in the AFC East. In the AFC, I think the Bills have the East locked up. But when we look at the overall landscape of this game, what I'm looking at are 2 strong pass defenses. We're looking at, an average, maybe below average quarterback for the Patriots. Almost no passing weapons there. They can run the ball well. Both of these teams actually can run the ball pretty well, however, and they both actually have bad run defenses. I'm looking at teams that are going to kind of run the ball, fight hard, probably not put up too many points in this game. The first time these 2 teams met, Julian Edelman was the leading receiver with 57 yards. That was in week 1, and these 2 teams have changed considerably since then. Ryan Fitzpatrick was the QB. He actually threw 3 picks that game. So now we're going to be looking at a rookie quarterback up against a Bill Belichick defense with an average offense. And they're missing Jordan Howard's gone, Matt Breida's gone. Gasecki is gone. Gaskin is gone. I mean, they're just missing a lot of pieces in Miami. I think they have enough to win this game, and since it's a 1-point spread, I'm going to say go ahead and take the Miami Dolphins, and I'm also going to say take the under. Now, it's 41.5, which is a very low cover for an NFL game, but I just don't see how both of these teams are going to go over 20 in this game. They finished at 32 points last time they played, and I think the score will be right around that tally at the end of the game. I really like both of those plays. I guess I just gave you a parlay. Go ahead and take it. Do what you will. Solid picks. I generally do try to avoid picking bad teams. You generally don't want to throw your money that way. This week, though, we've got a little bit of a toilet bowl going on in Dallas with the Cowboys playing against the San Francisco 49ers. Both of these teams are hurting, beat up, playing poorly, down to their second-string quarterbacks each. But it seems to me that, first and foremost, the Cowboys are at home getting 3 points, which is something that's favorable, something that you kind of want to go after when those opportunities present themselves in a favorable manner. And, Ezekiel Elliott has got a calf injury, and he might be out. So I believe Tony Pollard has an opportunity to get a start, which is great. Ezekiel's been running like trash this season. Tony Pollard is playing well. He's fast. He catches out of the backfield. I think he gives the team a better chance to win. And then when we look at the other side of the ball, Dallas does have a lot of good weapons on the outside. And when we look at the other side of the ball, Nick Mullins, in my opinion, is just too inconsistent at that quarterback position. And they're just missing so many weapons. They've lost 4 offensive linemen. They should be scrolling up the screen right there. There they go. And, I think it could get ugly for the Niners. I think that the Cowboys might have a little bit of a coming out party and just kind of remind people that even though they're bad this season, that they still have some heart, they still can play some football, and they're really going to get after Nick Mullins and that damaged offensive line and probably win this game. And if not, I still believe that 3 is a safe spread for you to go ahead and take. So go ahead and take those 3 points, take the Cowboys this week, and you're welcome.
Okay, and my last pick this week is going to be a game heading down to Washington. We've got the Washington football team playing against the Hawks. Seattle's laying 5.5 points on the road. So again, it's a little bit of a tough situation to be in. Sometimes you don't really want to be giving points on the road. But I think the Hawks are still a quality team. Their defense has struggled to start the year, but they've been able to improve as the years progressed. We know how the Hawks tend to play late in the season, what Russell Wilson does in December. Generally, it's lights out. I believe has the tools to continue doing so. And I know it's a little odd because if you've been watching this show, I've been pretty much the hugest Alex Smith fan you can have, and I've been picking Washington quite a few weeks in a row, and they've been coming through every single time because we're on fire. Am I on fire? Yeah, it's fire. But Alex Smith is looking questionable to play. He didn't practice this week. He's got some problem with his leg, that same leg that broke in 2 places. It's very concerning. While he was able to play at a high level without Antonio Gibson present, star running back, he too is looking like he's not going to be able to play this week. So we're now going to be looking at Dwayne Haskins taking the helm. Yeah, that's not going to work. So though the Washington football team has a solid defense, and I think they'll do a good enough job containing the Hawks for several plays throughout the game, making it a little tough on them to move the ball and score, inevitably the Hawks will be able to put up enough touchdowns in this game, and Washington football team will not be able to keep up. I don't think they can score more than maybe 14 points. So you can go ahead and take the Hawks minus 5.5 and enjoy the games, folks.